Two things when I was younger that I didn't do that I realize I do now. And I probably should have done more of this when I was younger because a lot of my elders told me this was the way to live and I didn't want to listen. The two things is one with the body is how you eat. I was always an active kid. So that's one of the things that for the body is very good. Moving around, getting your as now people have wearables where they can track their steps and track how much they're moving a day. It's important to do that. As a kid, we'd run around, ride bicycles, swim, play basketball, football, have races. So the activeness of keeping your body moving is key, and especially if you can, if you're fortunate enough to have the mobility, if you're all the functions working in your body, it's a blessing in itself and should utilize that as much as possible. But what I ate, I loved all of the junk food you can imagine, all the chips, soda, fast food. Pizza Hut was primarily one of my favorites, as well as Chuck E. Cheese pizza, like just the things that is what's considered processed foods. And I now, because I do take a lot more care of myself as I get older and age, realize that that food was not good and conducive to a good a healthy lifestyle. So I reduced it to almost none now. But if I would have had, I think everything in moderation. So if you do want to enjoy the food, of course it's great. It tastes great, but it's not nutritionally great for us to do that in moderation. That's for the body. And then the body links to the mind. We're all interconnected in that way. So when you're eating processed food, it affects the way you think. It affects the way you act. Of course, it affects the way you move. So you want to be mindful of those things. Try to eat more healthy and whole foods, as they say, things that come from the earth that haven't been ridden with chemicals or other kind of manipulation. And then with the mind, reading is key. Parents always tried to get me to read as much as possible. I hated to do it. Now I love to read, and it's almost like because I'm busy with work and other things, I can't find enough time to read, and I have books just piled up that I can't wait to just sit somewhere quietly for hours and read. And I think with time I got more interested in books, but the key for me was to find books that caught my interest. And it could be whatever you like to read. For me, it's biographies and business books. But if you like nonfiction, sci-fi, action books, just find and do the research to find a book that you like. It could be 20, 30, 40, 50 pages. It could be 100, 200, 300 pages, but start to get there because reading really stimulates the mind in a great way, and it really connects the mindfulness and the body connection and really make you feel good.